This is Mark Campbell, and welcome to Ask the Coach. Today's question comes from a physician leader who has been speaking frequently for many, many years and feels that he's highly accomplished. However, he writes, "I'm starting to get bored with my own presentations. What can I do to add some energy to the presentation?" And my suggestion to him, and what we're the topic of today, is to use more props in his presentation. My initiation to using props came from a client, a vice president, a scientist, who was rather average in his presentations and was interested in making them more dynamic. He decided to use props in a presentation to a group of scientists. And who would have guessed that this would work as well as it did? He used as a prop and a gift for the audience a leather-bound lab manual, a video from Raiders of the Lost Ark, and several other things. He integrated those into his speech. They were tied in directly to the theme. And as he asked questions of the audience, some of the audience members received the gifts. I decided to use this with a speech that goes with my book, The 5 Gifts of Insightful Leaders. So for one of the gifts, the gift of forgiveness, I asked the audience, who's familiar with the movie The American President? And are you familiar? Tell us about the storyline and how it involves Michael Douglas, near the end of the film, being very angry at a press conference with his number one enemy, if you will. And the person who got the answer to that question right received a copy of the DVD, The American President. And then I went on to elaborate about the value of forgiveness as a gift in management and leadership, how that all worked. I then wanted to address another gift from my book, The Gift of Generosity. So I asked the audience, who knows the storyline to Mr. Holland's Opus and can tell me about the piece where Richard Dreyfuss is coaching a young woman, Miss Lane, who's having great difficulty learning to play the saxophone, the clarinet actually, and she's ready to give up. She's throwing in the towel, and he's able, out of the generosity of his spirit, to turn her around. The person who got the answer to the question correct then received a copy of the DVD, Mr. Holland's Opus. And so I had 5 of these gifts, including stuffed animals, all sorts of things, that tied into the theme of my speech. And my recommendation to you is, in your next presentation, look for a way to use just one prop and see how that goes for you. This is Mark Campbell, and welcome to Ask the Coach. I hope you've enjoyed this message.